For this digital story, let us explore how the ingredient pumpkins, as featured in my Thanksgiving dish, pumpkin spice cupcakes with cinnamon cream cheese frosting, can be explored through various subjects such as biology, ritual, poetry, and sociology. For a little background, let's highlight the journey the pumpkin takes to get to you, starting in the field where it is then harvested and sent to factories to be canned and dispersed to stores where it sits on the shelf waiting for you to put it in your cart, your car, and finally in your food. In my house, my mom does most of the cooking, but every Thanksgiving I make these cupcakes as a special treat for my family. Pumpkins have been traced back to have originated in South America. However, Native Americans have been growing pumpkins since the early 1600s. They used to use them as gifts and to create many dishes. Their great history in the Northeast led to pumpkin pie being served at the first Thanksgiving, setting the pathway for the pumpkin craze during the fall season. When analyzing the social impact over the pumpkin craze, it is found that pumpkins play into a nostalgic feeling and even represent the idealized farm life that many Americans have become drawn to. The production of pumpkins tends to be quite ethical, as there is a large surplus of locally owned pumpkin patches that are family run and family owned. These draw in a large crowd as families can go and pick their own pumpkins. These pumpkins can be used for carving, or for making different pumpkin-flavored dishes, or pumpkin seeds. As far as big companies, Libby's canned pumpkins, for example, accounts for more than 75% of the country's canned pumpkin consumption. Their pumpkins are almost totally grown and canned in Illinois. Looking into the environmental impact of pumpkins, especially around Halloween and Thanksgiving, a large quantity of pumpkins are sent to the landfill. When sitting in the landfill, as pumpkins decompose, they emit methane gas, which has upwards of 20 times the global warming effect than that caused by global warming. However, if disposed of properly, pumpkins can be turned into energy by using a process called anaerobic digestion, which uses heat to break down the molecules in the pumpkin. Similarly to many things, there are pros and cons to the mass production and canning of pumpkin puree. In regards to the environmental impact, a pro would be that most metals used in the production of the cans are recyclable, meaning no extra waste is created in that area. One major con is, if all production occurs in Illinois, that means that massive amounts of fuel are used and air pollution is created due to the transport of the pumpkin across the country. Similarly, canned foods create pollution such as water pollution, air pollution, and solid pollution. On the flip side, canned foods can actually be quite nutritious, and in times such as the ones we're in, if going out to the store to get food every week isn't a possibility, canned foods offer a great shelf-stable option. If disposed properly and pollution-preventing programs were created, canned foods would not be as harmful to the environment as they would be if we continued on as we are. These cupcakes are very special to me and my family because they are something that I decided to create to take a small load off of my mom. And when I eat them, I feel proud that I was able to help my mom during the stressful holiday seasons.